Hello, this is Mathology, and today we'll be going over the first 5 problems of the 2020 AMC10A. So problem number 1 states, x minus 3/4 is equal to 5/12 minus 1/3. This is a very straightforward problem. You can just add 3/4 to each side and convert all the denominators to 12 to get x is equal to 5/12 minus 1/3 plus 3/4, which is equal to 5/12 minus 4/12 plus 9/12, which is 10/12, or 5/6, which is our answer, and is answer choice E. Now, on to the second problem, which is the numbers 3, 5, 7, A and B have an average arithmetic mean of 15. What is the average of A and B? You can write this as 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus A plus B over the total number of numbers, which is 5, which is the arithmetic mean, is equal to 15. Now, solving this equation, we can multiply both sides by 5 to get 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus A plus B is equal to 75. Subtracting like terms gives us A plus B is equal to 60. And then from there, it asks what is the average of A and B. So if A plus B equals 60, then the average of A plus B would be A plus B over 2. And this would be equal to 60 over 2, which is 30, which is answer choice C. Now moving on to the third problem that states, assuming A is unequal to 3, B is unequal to 4, and C is unequal to 5, what is the value in simplest form of the following expression? A minus 3 over 5 minus C times B minus 4 over 3 minus A times C minus 5 over 4 minus B. Now let's change up the denominators by rearranging this. We can rearrange this as A minus 3 over 3 minus A times B minus 4 over 4 minus B times C minus 5 over 5 minus C. Because they're being multiplied by each other, so therefore we can rearrange the denominators or numerators. So from here, we can see that A minus 3 divided by 3 minus A is equal to negative 1. And we can also see that B minus 4 over 4 minus B is also equal to negative 1, and C minus 5 over 5 minus C is also equal to negative 1. Therefore, our answer becomes negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1, which results to the answer of negative 1, which is answer choice A. Now moving on to problem number 4, which states, a driver travels for 2 hours at 60 miles per hour, during which her car gets 30 miles per gallon of gasoline. She's paid 50 cents per mile, and her only expense is gasoline at $2 per gallon. What is her net rate of pay? So what we have is that she travels for 2 hours at 60 miles per hour. Her car goes at 30 miles per gallon, and she is paid 50 cents per mile, and she loses $2 per gallon. So with this information, we have to calculate her net rate of pay. So let's calculate how much she earns first. So if she goes 2 hours at 60 miles per hour, then she would end up traveling 120 miles. And if she earns 50 cents per mile, then she would end up earning a total of $60 from traveling 120 miles. Now let's look at how much money she loses. So if she can drive 30 miles per gallon and she travels 120 miles, now let's look at how much she loses. So if she travels 30 miles per gallon and she goes 120 miles, the total amount of gallons she would use would be 120 over 30, which is 4 gallons. And if she loses $2 per gallon, she would end up losing a total of $8. So the total that comes across is 60 minus 8, which is 52. Now this is for the total 2 hours she drove. But the question asks for how much in 1 hour. So we can divide this by 2 to get our total answer of 26, which is answer choice E. Now moving on to problem number 5, which is what is the sum of all real numbers for which x squared minus 12x plus 34 is equal to 2. Now, since it's an absolute value, we can rewrite this as two equations. X squared minus 12x plus 34 is equal to 2, and x squared minus 12x plus 34 is equal to negative 2. This is because we won't know if this answer can be either positive or negative and be equal to 2. So it can either equal positive 2 or negative 2. Now let's look at the first one. We can factor this by subtracting 2 to each side, giving us x squared minus 12x plus 32 is equal to 0. Factoring this, we can see that x minus 4 times x minus 8 is equal to 0 by checking that negative 4 minus 8 is equal to negative 12, and negative 4 times 8 is equal to 32. From this, we can get two answers of 4 and 8. Now let's look at the second equation. We see x squared minus 12x plus 36 is equal to 0. We can factor this by x minus 6 times x minus 6 is equal to 0, and double check by saying that negative 6 minus 6 is equal to negative 12, and negative 6 times negative 6 is equal to 36. From this, we get one solution where x is equal to 6. Adding all of these up gives us 4 plus 8 plus 6, which is equal to 18, which is our answer.